One minor change that we made, recommendation of Akagi, who originally made the deck, was to swap Jiraxis for an Arcane Golem for a little bit more consistency with like the Leroy power overwhelming type combo thing. So we're going to see how that goes. See if we can't learn this deck a bit better. Now, yesterday we announced our first Hearthstone Classic tournament. It's going to be taking place. I've had a few applicants already. There's still enough spaces, I guess, at the moment. So if you're interested, please do apply. I just got to think about this mulligan. I really never know what to keep. I feel like Shadow Flame's not that good here, and I feel like Ancient Watcher's not that good. Well, let's go with that. But yeah, a few people had kind of raised the concern based on the server we'd be playing on. So the original intention was, to play on the Americas server, because that's where I happen to be. But we've had a number of European applicants, and some of them are just going to have their collections right on the European server, so it's a little bit difficult for them to make this work, which I understand. That's kind of tough. I feel like I get this out instead of waiting for the giant. Again, not sure if that's correct. So they'd have all their cards there. So I just wanted to let everybody know, if you're in that situation but you're interested in playing, still please do apply. That's unfortunate. Because what I'll end up doing is kind of looking at the full spectrum of applicants and doing my best to make it work on whatever server people are going to be able to play on. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say we get 4 applicants in the Americas, 4 in Europe. We'll have 2 separate tournaments. One 4-person tournament on Saturday, one 4-person tournament on the Sunday. If we get all European applicants, or like 7 or something like that, 10, whatever, then we'll just do the whole thing on the European servers. If we get all in the Americas, we'll do all in the Americas. And going forward, I'm going to try to have both. I really, really do want to... I don't know, I'm just going to throw this down and not swing. Yeah, I want to have tournaments that are both... catered to people in the EU and people in the Americas. And I mean, if we ever get enough for people on the Asian servers, that too. But yeah, for now, okay. I was worried about some kind of crazy innervate combo here. But yeah, for now, just apply if you're interested. I'm going to do my best to make it work. This is tough. Lots we could do here, because we can actually heal this back up after hitting. Happy Victoria Day. Is it Victoria Day? Can you tell I don't know dates very well? Boy, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna do that though. Holiday Monday. Well, that's what you get when you don't work and you're locked up in quarantine. You don't even realize when holidays occur. That's crazy to me. But thank you. Okay. I think this is going to be a good faceless target. Not sure how we're going to end up killing it, but something tells me it's going to have to do with Defender of Argus. Oh, so painful. Thanks, man. Yeah. Oh. It's gonna get even beefier. Now, Akagi says he doesn't like Siphon Soul in this deck. While I do trust him, I would certainly love one right now. I actually think we Leroy Shadow Flame. We could also Power Overwhelming this and Shadow Flame it. The problem is we can't like hit and do it. You have to like Argus it as well. But you could like Ancient Watcher, Power Overwhelming. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. So expensive. I really feel like I have to think when I'm playing this deck. I got a lot to learn here. Okay. Okay, we might actually run that out. Now, I'm not sure if you would ever like just play the Ancient Watcher and Argus it instead of this, so he doesn't get any kind of efficiency. We've got Mortal Coil still though, so getting it down to 1, even though we don't have them, could be good. Double combo redundancy. Is it really that great? We must X or aggressive. I don't know. It's what Akagi recommended. He said he made the switch, and I truly have no idea whether it's better or not. So I'm just taking his advice, trying it out. Certainly will give you more combo. What's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. Consistency. Certainly going to give you more consistency, but yeah, is it good? I'm not sure. I feel like I just want bodies here. The thing is, see, part of me wants to run out the Ironbeak Owl, silence this, and then taunt, just so I've got a ton of stuff. Part of me thinks I'm going to need this, but he's only got 3 cards in hand. I think I'm just going to do this. With this setup, at least 2 out of the 3 hits we're fine with. Yuck. Okay, well, I guess both of the outcomes you'd hope for. Now, is there any way to make this work? Right, we've got 10, 14, 18, 26. Do we have enough mana for that? Oh my god. We're the greatest. Well, it worked there. That was spectacular. I'll take it. That was pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, this deck's crazy. You gotta, I think I got caught with that the last time we played it as well. You gotta actually look for lethal at, like, ridiculously high health total still. Okay. Expecting Zoo here. So what do we want for Zoo? Would we ever keep the Iron Beak? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay, not bad. I mean, this is going to be quite useful. Shadow Flame's not bad. It's just a bit expensive. Boy, I'm really not sure what the Handlock mirror looks like. If we run into it, that'd be kind of fun. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the silence on that. And we might not be able to get these giants out by 4. We'll have to see how aggressive he is here. Kind of slow though. I think we're fine to just tap.
For the crusade!
Okay. So there's probably the giant, but unexplored all this? Yeah, this seems fine. Yeah, because at some point, right, we can Iron Beak, Mortal Coil this as an option, but I think it's better to get that out now. Yeah, more bubbles than Paladin, no kidding. He actually might be running a Blood Knight. It's not, like, impossible in Zoo. Why can't I get Zoos at this kind of start? Yeah, it needs more Blood Knight, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. You're, as far as I know, around the same rank as me. You'd think you would. Pyro and 2 spells, please. Hey, Grizzle Geezer. Welcome back. How are things? Okay, well, we'll get the free shot, right? Yeah, okay. Again, I'm just looking at, like, potential Shadow Flame stuff. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, are we scared at all to take this damage? 4, 6, 8, 9. You have to push 10. I think I'm just going to chill on the Soul of Fire. Because we are probably going to Shadow Flame something. Like, I don't know if it's going to be the Iron Beak or a Sun Fury. Something small.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
This doesn't seem... Oh. This doesn't seem too bad at all. We should be able... no, we did take a little too much damage there. Now we get 2 owls. Well, I mean, I guess you save Sun Fury for the taunts. It's too bad. I was hoping to get the Molten Giant out, taunt it, and Shadow Flame. Guess you tap? I don't think you tap, do you? What's the benefit of tapping? Right, I feel like you just do this. Like, if you tap, you can play the giant for free, but then you can't run out of 2 attack thing, a 2 cost thing with the Shadow Flame. I don't want to, like, blow up my giant just for that. But I'm also not good with this deck, so maybe there's something I'm missing. Okay, so we could get both of these out and taunt. Seems good. I don't think we need to tap into anything here either.
Do you need a blessing?
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Guess blowing out the Giants too much. Hate leaving the one shitter against you when they boost it up. Yeah, I think we're just fine to do it in that case. I definitely understand the concern. Looking at another Shadow Flame. Is there any like sneaky lethal either? No, I don't think so. I really don't think it matters that much.
I got this.
We might as well hit that. Do we need to tap? No. Huh? Probably doesn't matter what we do at this point at all. But I'm just trying to think it through to get a feel for this deck again. Yeah, the guy is toast. I'm definitely overthinking it, but you know, go through the mental exercise. Yeah, I can't believe how much fun I'm having with this deck. I never really enjoyed it the first go around, but I don't know. Maybe just because we've played everything else, it feels like new and fresh and exciting. And again, for anyone who didn't see up on YouTube, we announced our first tournament this coming weekend. All the details up there on YouTube, and you can sign up through Discord if you're interested. Alright, another druid. The goofy ass druid.
Yeah, for a lesson. Your soul shall be mine.
I don't think we want any of this. Like, I don't know if you'd ever keep that thinking it might be token druids, because I can imagine it would be good there. But I don't know, I face way more of just these like crazy taunt heavy ramp druids. Or yeah, maybe if you had an Ancient Watcher and an Iron Beak, like would you ever want it out early? No clue. No clue. But I gotta think we just tap for this. Great with Mountain Giant.
Mind if I roll need?
Too bad we threw back the Mortal Coil. I guess we could actually tap into it. I think we'll just play these guys out pretty much as fast as we can. Go with Mountain Giant. Tournament format looks really unhealthy. Deck building restriction leaves Handlock as an S tier deck that's undefeatable. Your rules that you keep playing if you won, leaves yours to swap. So one guy can just steamroll all decks with Handlock. Hey, if it's that easy, just enter and beat everybody with Handlock. Because I don't think you'll do it. Even if you just look at this list, having no Soulfires, you can only have one Power Overwhelming or Mortal Coil. And then what are you going to do on 2? No Ancient Watchers? Maybe you're running Sun Furies? I don't know. I don't think it's that easy. Because I think things like Paladin now suddenly become viable. Because you don't have to worry about the early game. You can just equality a Handlock. I think that's an oversimplification. Is my take. Hence why I set it up that way. Yeah, again, maybe it's just a setup for Shadow Flame on something small going forward. Not sure, because we can actually get some value out of silencing one of these. We'll see. Already built a Handlock to almost the same power level as without restrictions, whereas all the decks are super crippled. Again, I really don't think so. I really don't think all of the decks are super crippled in comparison. But hey, if somebody can steamroll the competition like that, be my guest. I'm sure there's lots of confidence around that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't think it's that easy. Now, what do we do here? This gets tough because you got to start to worry about innervating damage out. We don't have any taunters. What are we Shadow Flaming? If we do. I don't know, I kind of like just healing this up. Hit, heal, but you can still kill it if we do that. We'll do that. We'll see. The bit of feedback I got the last time is I need to be more of a risk taker, more aggressive. So I'm trying to play this a little less safe. Something more tourist. Next classic tournament, all Highlander decks would be fun. Yeah, I like the idea of a Highlander format. I wanted to do something that I think shakes up the meta a bit more. I think if we do a Highlander thing, I might restrict some cards as well. Because I still think you could build like a really good zoo, for example, in Highlander. I think you could build like a really strong Force of Nature Savage Roar thing in Highlander. So I might do something like that. But yeah, just put in like a few restrictions. Now we're at 10. Boy, I find this shit so tough. Like, Shadow Flame on an Ancient Watcher looks great. But then we have no taunts. We have to get rid of something to play up. Or to be able to tap to play both the Moltens. Like, I don't know. Do that, it's too much mana. I guess you can... Yeah. Boy.
Of course. Almost out of time.
Well, if he innervates out the combo, he innervates out the combo. Okay, not bad. Not bad. We're at 9, so we could tap, play both the Moltens, and still Argus and trade off for Mountain Giant. Is that the play? 8, 11, 15. God, yeah, I gotta keep looking for lethal. Do that. Smork to Control Warrior as Control Warrior. Curve Ninja turn 9 Alex, turn 10 Rag, turn 11 Grom. Oof. Yeah, that's nasty. Can sometimes happen actually. where you just if you gain tempo as one of the warriors and like keep their armor down so they can't shield slam, yeah, sometimes it does just snowball that way. Nice work. Alright. But a million ways we could have got lethal there. I feel like that's how I play in most games since most decks are so aggressive. Yeah, I don't know. I find it really often depends on what I draw in that matchup. Like, I'll often keep like a Cairn in my starting hand because it's so good, or you know, Harrison, something like that. And then I'll just like play into the control-y side. But yeah, if I just like draw Armorsmith, Acolyte, Fiery War Axe, all that kind of stuff, then I'll be prone to be a little bit more aggressive. I like to adapt in that matchup a lot. But it can certainly work, yeah. Okay, I can't think that that's good. Molten seems good. Drake seems fine. Do you really want a Soulfire, though? For sure it's good, but like if you're discarding stuff, I don't know. Might be necessary. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, still no taunt activators. So I still like the idea of coining this out. We'll see what we get, but yeah, I don't know if it's worth then throwing out a Soulfire right after. Kind of feels necessary. I think I'm shooting the juggler. You're removing 4 damage with that, whereas it's 3 with the juggler, but I'm assuming the knives are going to be a pain.
The light protects me.
Strange. Strange, strange, strange. Yeah, don't... Well, I guess he's just too worried about Molten Giants. I don't think it's worth holding on to the Ancient Watcher for the Drake. Like, we're probably not going to silence that. But I feel like it's worth getting that out for a potential Shadow Flame or Taunter.
My shield for Argus.
Yeah, like now these both become really good silence targets. Do have to think a bit here. Tempted to Mortal Coil the 1/1. Like, tapping is not that bad. It's gonna lessen the cost of Molten, but yeah, I really want a Sun Fury, I think. Let's start with this. I might just like silence Mortal Coil. Drop a Molten? Yeah. You can remove 1 damage doing that? Yeah, I think this is fine. Do we ever Soulfire here? What are the chances he gets 6 damage? It's low. I feel like it's right though. Because if he gets a Doom Guard and he gets me down to 10, or does 10 damage, gets me down to 1, that really, really sucks. Because I really would like to tap for the card here. Tap last, always smart. Ugh. Okay. This is even tough because even if I swing and hit here, there's a risk of the knife hitting there, which makes me want to throw something down early, but I still think I'm tapping.
So many possibilities.
Okay. Okay, with that, I think it's fine. God, I really don't want the... I need the knife to, like, hit the Ancient Watcher. Or the Golem. Or, the Giant. Okay, that's fine then. Attack first. Do that. Ugh. Taunters? Any Taunters?
The light protects me.
Okay, we've got 8, 12, 16. Any Taunters? The thing that sucks about tapping is it also puts you into Soulfire range even if you get a taunt, but it makes the Earthen Ring pretty decent. I'm gonna do it. Oh Lord. Well, we're probably dead. I guess we should just get this out. Yeah, we got potential lethal next turn, but yeah. Need taunts for heals here. Alright. Well, it looks like we were dead either way. I mean, I suppose you could have played the golem to trade off into here and not tapped, but I can't think that that's actually the right play in that case. I mean, it happens to work, but, you know, the highest probability play. I think we're 3-1 so far though, which is actually still good. And with this deck, like, I'm pretty sure we had a positive win rate the last time we played it too, so I think we're actually doing quite well with Handlock overall. Still feel super uncomfortable with it, but ever so slightly more comfortable than I was before. Of course, we're gonna get flooded with Zoo.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, keep these two again. We've only got one Hellfire, but it would be so great to draw in this matchup.
Thou shalt not pass.
Cute puppet.
Alright.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay, this is fine. I only like playing Handlock when I draw giants and drakes. Other than that, it isn't fun. Yeah, and that's kind of why I felt like I didn't enjoy it as much when I played it before. I just felt like some games,
The light protects me.
it almost feels like you just don't have a chance. But I haven't experienced too much of that. Of course, I might be speaking real soon here, because this is not an ideal setup. Yeah, there's some games that do just feel like they get out of hand pretty quick, but yeah, I don't know. It's, for whatever reason, just hasn't really happened all that much here. I think one thing that really helps with that too is you just don't see nearly as much hunter as you used to. Ooh, getting rid of a Doom Guard for that, really? That feels way too weak. Okay, well I think you get out the Drake. Very unlikely to die here. And if he's just gonna, like, I'm fine with him trading in any capacity, but if he pushes tons of damage to face, we could drop these two. It's a very strange order of things.
One shot, one kill.
Okay. We can even Mortal Coil that. Lovely.
My seal for Argon.
The light protects me.
Why do you war?
Okay, I feel like it's Ancient Watcher Argus. Mostly because you get to take out the Void Walker. 16, 14 there. Yeah, just always doing my weird lethal counting here.
My seal for Argon.
I think we just do that and slam face. I can't see how we'd be punished for letting that live. Not with this much shit on board.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Okay, kind of sneaky. What? So that's 10, 15? Cool. I guess we could just power overwhelming it.
Thumbs up. Let's do this. Upgrades.
Nice.
Wow, well played.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm liking this deck. We had one bit of benefit from the Arcane Golem. Haven't really missed Jiraxis though, especially with all these zoo matchups that don't even get to 9 mana. So, see what we think going forward. I think they should tell you how many players are in Legend to see what your rank means. Yeah, didn't they? Maybe I'm misremembering. Sorry, hold on one sec. Do you ever keep faceless here? Probably not. We do run 2. That's wild. Didn't they used to do something like that? Or is that only at the end of the season they used to release some sort of leaderboard or something? I seem to remember there being like a place online that you could check. But for sure it'd be like way nicer in-game to be able to do it. I have no idea what the point of it is. I actually just don't like how they do their rank. Their whole ranking system to begin with. Right now there's 307. Damn. Either that means we're the worst legend player, or somehow we're so good that we're knocking people out of legend. I'm gonna go with that second one. But yeah, I am fascinated by ranking systems and MMR and stuff. You know what? Do I even have? Oh man, I gotta write that down. I gotta make a video on that sometime. Oh, what the? Well, what do we mill? Ooh, that's a problem. Now, I'm not sure. So one naturalized, he's probably got cold lights. I kind of think just getting that out of our hand is going to be better than milling. This has to be a tough matchup for us. But yeah, like MMR stuff in general, just the like, oh my god. Like, how do you do something that effectively measures player skill? I find that very interesting. But I also find it really, really fascinating, the, like, psychology behind it. You know, like, Hearthstone does this thing where even if you lose more than you win, you still will rank up for a while. Which I actually think is clever. I think it's pretty smart. And games that tend to do that over, like, chess MMR or, like, StarCraft MMR tend to benefit from it. Not sure what the move is here. 5, 7, 9, 11. If you plop down Sylvanas, I don't know. I feel like you're just dead if you do that. Or like, if not dead now, dead soon. Yeah, can't combo yet. Yeah, use the one innervate. I was thinking just a plain Savage Roar was gonna wreck us. Right, you take the one thing out anyway, so he would have had 15. Yeah, 17 plus hero power, 18 damage. I don't know. It seems like too much. Like one swipe, we're dead. Oh, it's just one taunt giver, you'll die eventually? Yeah, but I'm gonna at least try to win. I think Sylvanas has to be better than Molten here. Just go really crazy and power overwhelming. Hope to steal that. Yeah, I crossed my mind. Oh, Jesus. We could faceless and grab that and just have 3 Sylvanas on board. It's true, you could do it with both. Oh, that's interesting. So, okay, how does that work? You hit power overwhelming, faceless, steal both. And you can drop this and taunt? Oh my lord.
Let none survive.
Yeah, I'm not screwing that up, right?
I have no time for games. Shields up.
That's insanity. That's insanity. Oh my god, this is the greatest deck ever made. That's hilarious. Oh my god, good call. I don't even care. We actually could still die. I don't think we will though with the 2 heals, but... what do we have? We have 12, 16, 20. I just have to think, like, even with the 2 heals, we're at 14, so we're in combo range. But, like, what else could we possibly die to? If we can't play around combo, it's fine. I think you do tap for a taunt giver. Yeah, it's fine.
I got this.
Just take it out. Set it up for next turn.
Let none survive.
Yeah, 1 roar's down, exactly. Yeah, 17 cards in his deck. I think it's the right line. And whatever, if you lose to RNG, you lose to RNG, right? Hard to be too upset about it. This looks like lethal. Wow.
Let none survive.
Pretty cool, gotta say. That is, that's a fun way to win.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
Okay.
I am your nightmare.
Oh, this stupid thing. So I think you gotta throw these back. I think maybe you do keep the Shadow Flame. I don't know that that's right, but with only 1 Hellfire, that feels okay.
The light protects me.
Death Rattle Timing Tracking is a nice skill ceiling. Yeah, it's true. One time I won against Control Warrior, played Civ in a wide open board, just dropped your own. If you brawl, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because it always procs in order of who played. And it started to get a lot more important as they beefed up Death Rattles. Alright, so this is a bit of a new board state for me. Right, removing 2 damage seems great. I hate the extra life that this gives. However, then you can't tap. I don't think we want to do anything with coin. Yeah, I don't know if this is correct, but just with the general advice I got earlier to play riskier, I'm going to tap here and see how this goes. With Nax, you had a million things that mattered. Yeah, yeah.
We must
Yeah, exactly. The Razor's Bite or something like that. Yeah, it was so crazy. Yeah, he's playing risky. Yeah, we're trying to figure this out. Did I coin a mountain giant? Yeah, there we go. Regressed. Death's Bite, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah. 3, 6, 8, 10. Hmm. See, the crazy risk play is to coin the Drake. He's got to find a way to deal 10 damage. He's not going to do that. You could taunt up a Molten. Or just Shadow Flame it. Well, fuck it. Yeah, gamer man. I don't think we're dead quite yet, but this is no, you can post links. There's nothing restricting it right now. Tough. Because obviously you can like Sun Fury Molten Giant, which is good. You can Mortal Coil on top of it. Still kill the 4/4. If you Shadow Flame, you could also Soulfire Mortal Coil this. Alright, we're getting this out. If we were to Shadow Flame, you can kill everything except for that. You'd have to Soulfire it. I don't love the Soulfire. If you taunt, you hit. He's still got a 4, 6, 8. I guess I'll keep the Soulfire, but I don't know what I'm keeping it for. It's not great there. I figure he's got buff targets on both of these. Like what the pity timer surprised you with? Alright, let's see. Alakir and a golden gruel. Oh my. That's pretty sweet. See, now you have to just find a way to put golden gruel into every single deck that you play. Or, you know, just dust them and make something prettier. Yeah, one or the other. Okay, more options. But I gotta think it's Shadow Flame on the 2/3. It'll bring you down to 6. I don't think it's worth any kind of Iron Beak thing. Boy, it's hard to play the Mountain Giants in this matchup. Probably getting a Golden Malagos for your rogue list. Nice. It's doing some heavy lifting in some matchups. That's sweet. Plus, I mean, it's a dragon, right? If you're gonna get something golden, make it the damn dragon. Oof, I like the Iron Beak Argus here. I actually think this might be a Soulfire turn though too. It is. It's just too tough to get those Earthen Rings out, or the Mountain Giants out. Just busy staring at that. But I am gonna trade. It's good to know. Like, we have managed to get those out before, but I think they just open up really slow with, like, a shield bear. Melee, Sinister Strike, Prep Abyss, Dagger, kill the Handlock at 18. Yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh, speaking of beautiful.
Eyes are open. Eyes are open. The breeze.
So sick. Man, I've faced so many zoos, and they do have different names that just don't concede, but do weird stuff and pass the turn and let you kill them. I don't know where that habit came from, but it's interesting. Zoo bots? Could just be bots. Maybe they just want that tiny bit of extra XP drip. Who knows? Remember some bots from 2014? Some decks were so easy to play. Simple bot could pilot them. Yeah, I remember Shaman was super popular for that. There's that one, it's a Raynad clip that I love, where, you know, it's the bot takes forever to make, like, all of its plays, but it all happens, like, very rhythmically. And, you can see, like, does he have lethal, does he have lethal? And he pulls out like an Earth Shock, and the Raynad's just like, ah, fuck, and hits concede, but it Earth Shocks the wrong thing to get lethal. It doesn't Earth Shock his taunted thing. And he's like, no, I'm sure, like, he still had lethal. There was probably, like, more coming or whatever, but yeah, it was pretty hysterical. This is an interesting hand. It's another pretty new matchup for us. Like, I'm almost tempted to just keep this as is. The thing is, I don't know how willing I'll be to play Soulfire. I don't know. Let's just try it and see how it plays out. Really don't know what the mulligans are going to look like, but this should do well against a whole bunch of 3/3s. Or, you know, we're just playing this crazy shit. The bot had a BM function against Raynad to milk that sweet salt. That's what I like to think. I like to think... I don't know. It's also funny to think that the bot would have actually misclicked in that one exact situation. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's where our Soulfire's going. I feel like you do get the Ancient Watcher out, though. The thing is, I want all, like, I want, like, all these cards. Discarding something's really bad, and I don't know if we want to, like, play something to not discard something else. There's a decent chance he's got Owl. I'm gonna do this. Okay, that is not good. Jesus Christ. Well, it would have been nice to get rid of the Drake then. Why is this game so hard? Like, if we Hellfire here, we go super low, but we don't have any Moltens anymore. If you Twilight, you can't taunt. If you Shadow Flame, it's dead, which I don't like. Or you just drop a taunt and tap. See, I don't like that either. Boy, I don't know. Convinced Raynad had so many viewers because it was so hilarious how Salty got into children's card game. Yeah, I enjoyed watching him. And I actually just like a lot of his banter, but yeah, for sure it makes it more entertaining when somebody gets that upset. I would have preferred if the discard cards made you choose what to discard and then maybe reduce their power level for that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of all the like random functionality in the game. Alright. We are not playing risky in this matchup, but whatever. Yeah, I don't like all the randomness. I definitely understand the like... Oh, God. You know, that they wanted to do everything to simplify the game as much as possible, make it accessible to other people. Like, okay, sure. And you know, that does just make it quicker. Well, I think we're just doing this. We're very likely dead. But I don't think we can tap and put ourselves into a vis range. Alright. Either way, whether you tapped into something decent or not, you're pretty dead. I think you just take the L on that one. Wait, why is this thing here? Ah, there we go. Ooh, warrior. It's another pretty new one. I'm used to facing this from the other side of things. So this is pretty interesting. We are Sparta. It's kind of how excited he sounded. So the thing is, sometimes an early Earthen Ring is like so good in this matchup. Sometimes it is so insanely good. Because it chips away at your armor. I'm going to keep it. I don't know if it's literally the best, but I've played against this so many times where they tap, and then they drop the early Earthen Ring. You can't build up. Even if you just like axe swing at it, you're not hero powering, you're taking damage, and then you end up not being able to shield slam their big stuff. So I think we're going to try that approach here. No Jiraxxus is bad for the late game. Yeah, I mean, we're this is what Akagi ended up doing, is putting in the Arcane Golem instead of Jiraxxus. We're gonna roll with it today, see how it goes. Extra combo potential is not bad, you know, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of figure out if it ends up working or not. So that is not ideal for the plan. I guess we'll force him to swing with it. It does mean that he didn't armor up that turn. See if we can combo kill the 50 health wall. Yeah. Would be nice. Get an early execute, I guess. Which is not bad. We still get to Mortal Coil this thing. Kind of like Alex, better than Jiraxxus. Yeah, I'm too inexperienced with this. I couldn't tell you what's better. Okay, I'm trying to think if it makes sense to now drop an Earthen Ring or just tap. Save up for the Giant. If we play the Earthen Ring, we could still play the Giant next turn. What does he do on 5? It's one execute gone. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Just thinking of it from the Control Warrior side, this is such a pain in the ass. Again, even if he wore axes. Nice. Do we want to become famous and buy followers, guys? Let's vote. I vote ban.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Ooh, BGHK. I really want to tap. Yeah, I'm not like all that keen on getting Sylvanas down on an empty board. I think the tap is just better. And then we're just gonna have to play slow. So we did like a mediocre job of keeping his armor down. Really not as well as I'd hoped. Do we sylph against this? I think so. I don't know why, my brain almost went and hit the end turn button. Drake's very good too. Because if we Drake, we can Argus next turn, but you can't Argus with the Sylvanas. I think I actually want this.
I have no time for games.
He's on like his rag turn potentially. On the rag. Yeah, he's gonna be less willing to run it out. Because we could kill it, and like he doesn't know if we've got a, or like how easy it is for us to kill it on. That'd be terrible. Much better chats and small streams. Yeah, I agree. Once streams hit the 1K viewer mark, it gets hard to not drown in the masses. There's only 2 streams I can think of off the top of my head where I enjoy the chats, at least from like a pleasant perspective, not like a me perspective, that are in that range. That's Mr. Llama and Grubby. Those are the 2 who they'll get like into the thousands, and it's still generally a pleasant experience, a good like back and forth, but it is so rare to find that. Alex doesn't reset your Moltons, can be used aggressively, is nice flexibility. Yeah, that makes sense. Do we Faceless and Argus? It feels fun.
So many possibilities.
But I don't know, like, is it too weak into Brawl? I don't know, because if one survives, it's very good. It's either that or Drake. You've got 2 Faceless. Yeah, alright.
I have no time for games. Let none survive.
I think we chill, because if he's gonna Brawl, he would want to kill that off first. But in a lot of game control matchups, Draxus is more value. Could Sun Fury to get in another tap. It's true. True, we could have done Sun Fury.
So many choices.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I prefer, or if I greatly prefer one over the other. Oh yeah, running both armor smiths. Really? And then swing at the... Or is he Whirlwind? What's he got going on here? This looks bad for him, is all I know.
I gotta move.
Yeah, it's tough to utilize Jiraxis in the matchup, but yeah, that's why we didn't pop the bubble. Very good. That also hints that he doesn't have Brawl, which makes me want to play the Drake. We're not not even close to lethal. No power overwhelmings, but just got to do that mental exercise. Yeah, let's do this. Geez, part of me thinks I shouldn't have even tapped, because if he doesn't brawl, then I have to like start spending cards, which I actually don't want to do. Huh. Yeah, that's the one thing with Jiraxis I find in a lot of these matchups, is it tends to be like a win more card. Because if you secure the board, then you can play Jiraxis without without worry of like dying the next turn. Exactly, Fiery War Axe, Taskmaster Grom, because that just kills you. But if you've secured the board, it's like then you don't necessarily need Jiraxis. You could just keep going. But it does give you like more sustain into the late game. In those games that go down to fatigue, it is Jiraxis' hero power that ends up winning it for you, because you can just run out of threats. But yeah, I just haven't played like enough of the matchup to know like, or enough from the Handlock side to know what actually shapes out to be better.
I have no time for games.
Okay, now he's got his own Sylvanas, which I'm more than happy to silence. So they have everything they need. You can die, but if you don't die in the next 3 turns after playing him, it's a free win. Yeah. Oh, see, this is where the... I guess this is fine, though. I was going to say this is where the holding on to the Argus would have been better, but I guess we get the Mortal Coil anyway, so it's not that bad. At 9, I don't think we tap, because I don't want to play anything else out. We could have also like done a faceless and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just waiting for the... I'm waiting for the brawl here. Yeah, couldn't tell you between Alex and Jiraxis, but let's see how this Arcane Golem does for us. Alright, so we can taunt with that. What do we have with that? We've actually got 8 with the Golem. 8, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30, 32. It's lethal, right?
So many possibilities.
4, 8. Copy, 16, 20, 24. Yeah. As long as, I'm not actually sure if we need the second Soulfire. Let me see. I didn't math it that hard. We do. Whew, guess there was some risk to that. Crazy. Ladder, I'd play neither Alex nor Jiraxis, because it's 90% Druid or Aggro. Yeah, I don't see a lot of Warrior. Like, that's our first Warrior today. First one in quite a while, actually. So far, I'm liking this Arcane Golem. I like the consistency of the combo. Just, you know, having a little bit more burst. Even in the aggro matchup, right? We used it for... I think we had other tools to actually win. But even just like another 4 damage charger can be good. Yeah, these queues are getting pretty long now. Can't remember if this is the guy we played before or not.
Your soul shall be mine.
Either way, assume it's you. we got?
Put this apple on your head.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh, it's so tempting. Sweet. I think that's good for us. If we got rid of the Molten Giant, it would really suck. But I don't think anything else there is like critical. Sun Fury is nice. Jesus. See, this I don't know either, because if you play it, there's a good chance he just like buffs it with an abusive and kills the Earthen Ring. But it's not even that bad. It gets us more time to get into our board clears. See, if I had the board clears in hand, I wouldn't play it, because I'd assume that they're just coming. I don't know. It feels right to run it out. Especially because it's not like we could like tap and play it next turn, so it looks like this is exactly what we're gonna run into. And then here you just tap, which is fine. Yeah, I gotta think you do that. Okay. Well, I'm not accustomed to matchups looking like this, but certainly not complaining. This is going very well. Really interesting to see how people play this too. Like, I feel like we don't have another opportunity to play this, and if he's this willing to trade, that's fine. We could even like faceless taunt if he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, he is really scared of AoE. 5, 9. Alright, so he's got 11 damage. Now, if we tap into Shadow Flame, it doesn't really help us. This is actually kind of tough. 1 Soulfire. Doomguard hurts a lot, but you get a chance to taunt up a Molten Giant afterwards. Let's say we tap and we whiff. If we tap and we whiff, I guess you just drop the Ancient Watcher. Okay, or the Mountain Giant. Feels fine. You think Watcher, Owl, taunt's okay, then the 4/5's awkward? Yeah, maybe. My thinking is that you save the Sun Fury for the Molten. And you could potentially even faceless on the same turn. Really depends where we're left for health.
The light protects me.
Yeah, looks like that's what we're going to be able to do. Right, 5, 7, 8. I really wish I could use that Mortal Coil and still do the combo. That's fine though. No need to be greedy. So we do this. Then we drop that. Then we do that. Dang. I feel like that worked out. Have we only lost one game today? Yeah, back to sleep, that's right. Ooh. As soon as I say that, we get a hunter.
Tremble before the might of the elves.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay. Again, not exactly sure how to mulligan here, but this feels like a good card in the matchup. Actually seems like a pretty good draw. I guess we'll see if it's full-on face hunter, or if it's more mid-range. This guy's in legend, which makes me think it's probably more mid-range, but I think I'm wrong. I think we will tap instead of getting that out, just because we don't have a taunter. They never play around Molten at all. Kind of feel like they should keep it at 15 plus, build a board. Yeah, I kind of feel the same as that. Even not really knowing the matchup. I think there's a time where you just push face damage, but like in that last one, I don't think it was it. If he pushed me down to like 4 with the potential to Soulfire, I think that would be a different case, you know. Got a Shadow Flame. Okay. Your draws are insane. Yeah, they're feeling pretty good. Yeah, I don't see a lot of Handlock on ladder, so maybe it's just like if people are coming back or are coming to Classic without having played much Handlock originally, then maybe it's just too difficult of a matchup for him. It's another weird case, because I'm thinking the Shadow Flame on the 4/5 is great. Farseer seems good. But is there any reason to tap? Like, what are you hoping to get? A Taunter's okay, but we kind of want to blow that thing up anyway. Not really concerned with getting the Mountain Giant out. Like, it was pretty dead a lot of times versus Zoo. I have to imagine it's more dead versus Hunter, so I'm probably thinking of this as more of our taunt target, with, again, the potential to Faceless. Don't like playing Handlock on ladder, because aggro pretty much need to get lucky with Molten so you lose. I don't know, seems pretty good so far. But maybe we're just lucky today. Can't count that out. It feels like a clear Shadow Flame. If we don't, you could heal. You could heal and tap and try to trade. No. Yeah, your draws are insanely good. When I play hand, you get shit draws. I think it's just all on my skill level, you know. You just enough wishful thinking, you'll get the right draws. Alright, this gets really interesting. Because it's, I was going to say it's almost certainly explosive, but it can actually sometimes be misdirect. Your inner Yugi Muto? I know Yu-Gi-Oh, but is Yugi Muto? Is that like his last name? If we swing and it's explosive, we can get a free Molten Giant. And then push 18 plus 10 damage. We'd actually have lethal next turn.
Of course.
So interesting. Yeah, if you drop those, at 24, you've got 16. You got another 10 there. But I actually want to Mortal Coil my own guy, I think. Regardless of what we do. Because I also might just want to Taunter here. Yeah. Fewer hounds, though. Might be dead. Let's see. Is it the Egyptian pharaoh possessing Yak? I assume Yuk. And we're getting deep into our Yu-Gi-Oh lore here. Oh, this gets really difficult if it's a misdirect.
The light protects me.
What the fuck do we do? Oh, it is just Yugi's last name. Interesting. Yugi Muto. Alright, so we've got lethal if it's explosive. If it's misdirect, you really hope you don't kill yourself. But you have to like drop bodies and stuff. I think you just go for the lethal play. Fuck, hit this, please hit this. Ah, fuck. Ah. It's explosive, believe it's explosive. I didn't believe enough. I didn't believe in the heart of the cards. Son of a bitch. I think we're still probably dead if we run stuff out earlier than that and get hit. You would need a taunter, and he's still probably going to be able to push enough damage through it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We need to lose a game every now and then to humble us. Yeah, we're doing fine against aggro. Until that. But hey, that's okay. Thanks for the follow, Beef Dead. Even though it wasn't explosive. Did you not see he played a card face down? Yeah, he was able to activate that trap card. Anyone here actually like play the Yu-Gi-Oh game? Because I never got into it. I seem to remember a few people in chat saying they played before. I can't remember who. But I know it was really popular. You can get it in like a million forms. And there's like tons of video games that came out with it. Like I'd never buy the cards or anything. He did like 15 years ago? Yeah, how is it? Is it a good game? Or is there like a decent digital representation of it? Do we have to re-queue? It was fun, but you never watched the anime. I see. Yeah, I never watched the show. I had a friend when I was like really, really young. Probably when it first came out. I don't know what it was, grade 4 or 5. Quite young. I had one friend who watched it and he tried to get me into it. But it just didn't suck me in. Oh shit. We're playing the rap god himself.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, we tried that earthen ring thing last time and it didn't go great, but I still genuinely think it's good. Younger brother got you to play a game with him and you owned him every time. That's kind of sad. I actually like this portrait. Out of all the newer portraits, a lot of them I don't like. This one's kind of cool. Time to lose myself, brah. Well, this looks like Worgen OTK at first glance. Could also just be like a more weapon-heavy aggro variety. I think we'll roll this out. Yeah, OTK is my guess. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters was sick. Is that the game? Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters? Now that's a good draw. Holy shit, that's a good draw. Oh, dual links. And what is it for? Is it, Alright, hold on. I should think here. I don't know if I want to play out the Ancient Watcher and Soulfire or not. I kind of feel like that's a fine discard, honestly, if he's OTK. And then next turn, we'll 5 mana. That'll cost 6. Yeah, we'll just chill on that. You scan the codes from your cards and can play in-game. Okay, so you like collect the cards in real life, scan them into the game. That's a cool concept. I could like faceless this. Still not entirely sure what this guy is running. But it's very possible that we get to take advantage of our Moltens. And do that in case I need a taunt. Yeah, because I remember back in the day there was lots of like Yu-Gi-Oh games on, I want to say the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance type era, something like that. Things that you could easily get with like an emulator. But I never got into those. But that was actually how I learned how to play the Pokemon card game. Like I would collect the cards when I was young. But like nobody ever played the game. Nobody even knew how to play the game. I kind of want a Sylvanas instead of Mountain Giant. Because you could tap Mountain Giant. Yeah, maybe that's just better. If I'm stealing one of these off of an execute, how is that? It's eh. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, the Pokemon card game, the Game Boy game, card game, whatever. I thought it was a blast because you would go from like place to place. I don't remember if they were like proper gyms, but you know, everyone had like a certain element or whatever type of deck, and you'd get a bunch of new cards. And yeah, I thought it was a really nice implementation of the game, and I always thought it would be cool to get into Yu-Gi-Oh at like that level, you know, just play one of the video games, sort of learn the basic parts of it. But I never knew where to start. Nothing really sucked me in. Okay. And now we get executed. Okay. So again, we can tap. Double Molten Giant. But then we're 1 mana short. Doo-doo. 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 He's got 6 there. I mean, that's the thing. He really doesn't need, like, a Worgen OTK. He just needs, like, 1 or 2 cards, and we're dead. So we could drop a Molten and just taunt it. We get Earthen Ring and Drake, which I don't hate. Yeah. I think we're gonna do that. I'm just hoping we don't die here. Pokemon gyms are the dumbest shit ever. I'll get them along to teach the Pokemon of weaknesses, build a balanced team, then every single trainer just uses one type. Yeah, even the champ usually does, right? The gym leader. Wish they had a difficulty setting in Pokemon. Man, that's the thing. Pokemon is such a, like, great IP. Like, a great franchise. I still, to this day, I don't know how much of it's nostalgia, how much is, like, you know, I actually genuinely just think they're super cute. Yeah, I wish that there was like Pokemon games that were still catered to a an audience that likes that sort of difficult experience, but yeah, it just like does not exist. It's really hard to go back to. I know that there's mods and stuff you can get, like randomizers, and that's supposed to make the game a little bit difficult, but even then it's just like really still not a difficult game. Like even if you go with the strategy of like get your starter, whoever it is, get like a Squirtle and just only ever use your Squirtle basically, that'll get you through like 90% of the game, even against stuff that it's weak to. Yeah, cater to grown-up neckbeards. Exactly. I'm getting mine out a bit. Get me some cute Pokemon, please. Trying to do the math on like what he can do with a Worgen. So I know the full combo is like stupid damage, but if he just like his charge, inner rage, he doesn't even need to charge. He could. Do they run War Songs? I don't even know. I don't think so. If he charges, does charge give 2 attack? I think. Inner rage, that's like 16. I mean, we would just be dead AF. We could tap, just play both Moltens. You're not really going to taunt it much. You could play the Drake and taunt it with what he threw into that. I actually don't hate that. I'm going to do that. You can draw into your other taunts later. If he can't get through that, he can't do anything. And then that lets me tap going forward. And maybe even Faceless that. Got the Shield Slam off the top, is that right? Oh, just a slam, okay. Yeah, I'm not even sure what this list looks like. If you told me it didn't run Shield Slam, I wouldn't even be surprised. Okay. There's still a good chance that we're just going to Faceless the 5-4. I do think it's good. But I think we're tapping.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, I think we're tapping. Okay. Much better. Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't run a Brawl either. Also not sure how important it is to clear out the board here, but it's fine. Doesn't run Shield Slam, pretty sure. I can always trust you, iGamer, man. You've never steered me wrong. Oh shit. Hit the 2-3. Hit the 2-3. Hit the 2-3. That's fine. So I can Faceless that and then kill it if I want. I can Sylvanas Power Overwhelming and steal it. That's probably a more elegant way of dealing with it. Now, I swear, I might be wrong, but I swear I've played one of these lists that does run a Brawl, which makes me a little bit hesitant to run out the Molten. He also has Diamond Rag. That's true. He does have Diamond Rag, which it does tell me that he's better than me. Like, as a person, just better than me. I don't know though. We've got like Molten Mountain.
Almost out of time.
I have no time for games.
We're gonna do that. Seems fine. Because even if he brawls, such a good chance that we end up with something good.
Your magic shall not save you.
Well, that's pretty nice. Anyway, we win 8, 16, 18. Not too bad. 8, 16. Oh, if we silence the reg, yeah. Yeah.
So many.
But here's what we do. So sick. Now we've got double diamond rag, and it's not even in the deck. Wow, to think I beat Eminem at Hearthstone. How cool. Ooh, Shaman. Actually pretty different as well.
Souls shall be mine.
I think maybe I keep the Moltens. A lot of these lists are really aggressive. This Drake is going to be a little questionable. See too many Earth Shocks. He had one shot, one opportunity. That's right, he had one rag shot. One opportunity to hit something better than a Defender of Argus.
Put this apple on your head.
I think that's how the song goes.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay, I'm gonna get this out. Probably just do that. Next turn, do that. And then like tap Sun Fury, or see if we draw Shadow Flame, maybe we're shooting that. We really don't seem to get that Hellfire much. I feel like I played it once. I know it's only a one of, but
The light protects me.
I don't know, it feels weird. This guy just going face with Reckless Abandon. Sad thing is, it might just work. It's gonna 8 damage there plus double juggler. Yeah. Well, I think you do just have to put this down. If he kills you, he kills you. But if we play it like super safe and drop the Sun Fury, you're just dead anyway. Okay. Eats 1 mana. Pretty sick. Oh my god. 8, 11, 12. Holy shit. We could have been dead actually without the Earth Shock. Because a hero power would have launched 2 more knives. Wow, this is bonkers. Okay. Obviously you can taunt the Molten Giant. I actually think you dropped the Arcane Golem to kill the Flame Tongue. And then we just die to a Lava Burst. Seems good.
That's incredible. That was a mistake.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. It's like the bot we were talking about earlier. It's not like we can really punish it very well, but...
That was a mistake.
Was a mistake. Well, we can do 14 damage to his face.
My
So
shield.
you do that, he runs those in. I'm just like, do you soul fire? Do you, I don't know. I think you just die. Okay. Well, good call. We do just die. Couldn't have tapped into anything to save us. I will be right back. Just gonna hit the washroom, get some water. We'll queue up some more after that. Alright, back to it. Okay, it is a different warlock, so no guarantee as to what it is. Okay. I feel like keeping the Soulfire was really good. Argus doesn't really seem worth it. Yeah, sometimes I feel like you just need that against you, but oof, very nice. Okay. I feel like you do coil. Seems fine.
It's time for a little blood.
This is interesting. I think I like tap here. If you get out the Ancient Watcher, you just have no follow-up for it anyway. And if you're gonna taunt it, you can just do it next turn. Like if I had a Shadow Flame, I'd be willing to get that out now. But yeah, if you're gonna taunt it, you just spend the mana here. But I think this is probably like Ancient Watcher tap. Right, he's got 8 damage. If we tap... he does have the Juggler as well. I don't think we need the Soulfire though, right? 8. Means we shouldn't be dead. But oh boy, we could use that Shadow Flame. If he pushes a ton of damage, at least we can like Molten and then taunt up. Okay. I don't see any reason the Sun Fury would let us tap, but I think we just want the damage here, and I think it is now worth it to Soulfire. So we do die to double Soulfire at some point. So we're kind of on a clock. If we can hit a Farce here, that would really help. One Doomguard down, though. Oh, and he's running it into there. Why? I would have thought he'd run it in there. Okay. He doesn't want me to hit him. This is strange. So I'm actually considering Leroy here. Leroy can take that out, and we can Mortal Coil one of these whelps. And then just trade here, probably. Very unlikely that he Soulfire taps Soulfire. Yeah, I think we do trade this off. Right, you can try to be greedy and hit that. But if he gets any sort of buffer and kills this, it's a problem. Wow. Okay. The longest time Leroy's ever lived. Pretty close. Alright, well now we can actually tap again. Oh, wow. Okay. Now we can really tap again. If we would have actually had Leroy survive there, though, we could have double power overwhelming Faceless. Oof. Oof. Just dirty. So I think I'm going to play it a little bit safe. I think I'd rather have that up than hold on to it for like an Arcane Golem or something. Or even just something else that's a little sticky on the board. Ooh, so it gets me back into Soulfire range, but we will be getting out of that pretty quick. Yeah, normally it'd be nice to get those two down. Not that concerned about getting the mountain giant out. But we could like tap and play the earthen ring. I think that with the two Sun Furies, I actually just like this. Beef up the taunts some more. And then this body actually really helps us.
Do you need a blessing? Do you need a blessing?
I don't think we need to go ahead and kill ourselves. Doesn't seem smart. I'm just not sure. I don't think we need to taunt these. Slam that down. Do that. Right, just an impenetrable wall. You could even like not taunt that, so you'd be able to push 8 damage a turn. But I think it's fine just pushing damage from these small guys too. Alright, it's lethal, right? Do we have lethal on board? No. Easy peasy. Yeah, we've climbed quite a bit today, actually. I think, 2, maybe 3 losses today? Something like that. But yeah, these queue times, boy. Anyone? Anyone playing Hearthstone? Guys, queue up. There we go. In a game at the moment. Well, that's why we're not getting any games. Okay, I'm gonna go with that same theory. We only got to test it out against one control warrior. Yeah, you took the other player, no fair. Wonder how long the classic queues will be next month. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I don't know how much they're gonna stay up. Though I do feel like the people who are into classic are like pretty dedicated as well. So I mean, I guess we'll just have to see. Yeah, it's crazy the number of people, like, I guess it's not like a high number of people, but a high percentage of people who watch me who are just like, oh my god, you're like the only person who plays classic. Like, thank god somebody else plays it, sort of thing. So yeah, the people who want to see it really, really seem to want to. I hope they stick around for it. But if not, that's where classic Hearthstone tournaments come in, details of which can be found on my YouTube page. First classic tournament coming this weekend. Sign up. Okay, nice that we're able to chip away at his armor. With 2 shield blocks down, it's good and bad. It's bad in the sense that he's got so much, but it's really good in the sense that he can't get more. So he could get into a brawl turn soon. I just don't know if we drop another Ancient Watcher and taunt them both, or if we just taunt this one. Because again, I just want to keep smacking away at that armor. It's really not that bad of a brawl board if he hits us with it. I'm going to do that. And then it should just be... Well, if he doesn't brawl, it should just be tons of taps after this.
I have no time for games.
It's not even too bad. Ooh. Ooh, so good. Yeah, so I don't want to play the Mountain Giant into it. I will silence Sylvanas. Now, no way of generating big armor in one turn. I think we're in a good spot. Because he's actually taking out a lot of his good stuff if he brawls now. Wow, with a Cairn. I was gonna say I might have to consider a Mountain Giant this next turn, but this... Oh, there's a Drake too. This almost makes me feel like Faceless on the Cairn could be good. We're doing that. If you don't have any power overwhelmings, you can just push 10 damage with those. It does feel strong. We're at 9, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness, played a Freeze Mage as mid-range hunter, didn't pop Ice Block when he attacked into my explosive trap and won. Wow. That's crazy. Game's dying out already, unfortunately. Well, with that attitude it is. We'll get bored as well if I only play net decks like 99% of players I see on the ladder. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Join the tournament. I do think there needs to be something to keep things fresh. And that's my best idea to do so. But even if they implemented something in-game or there was some other community events for it, I definitely think that's the way to go. Hellfire Mountain Giant? Could also Twilight. I think that's fine. Yeah, and I think that's also why I'd be fine with the introduction of like Nax if they ended up doing that. I actually do think it would be, again, fun for a while. I think Nax would be good. GVG I would still have fun with, and then I don't know, maybe a little bit after that, but much beyond that it did start to get a little bit out of hand, I think. Okay, we've got a bunch more options. 14 damage. We can Twilight, Argus, kill off, well, Bane, I guess he's called. So we can also Argus Shadow Flame and wipe it all out. You can Leroy Shadow Flame, wipe it all out. Actually, that's not bad because you get to push 6 damage too. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, I agree. I think Leroy Shadow Flame does look good. And we've got 8 here, 10. He just died playing Leroy. The sound's just echoing in your head now. Oh, he had a knife juggler up. Oh, that is the worst. Okay, hold on. We've got 8 damage. 9 damage. Right? That's it. 8, 9, yeah. Okay. So you have to be a little bit careful here. Right, like Grom Taskmaster on top of that can be, excuse me, can be an issue. It'll make this kind of tough to deal with. You're probably gonna lose the match anyway, but yeah, it still feels so bad to get your Leroy sniped. That is pretty funny. I remember. I don't know if you guys remember, like way back when the game first came out. You know how the whelps like fly across the screen onto the board? I want to say they changed it either so they're untargetable while they're flying, or they changed the trajectory of their path or something. But it used to actually be possible to play Leroy and then as you're attacking, accidentally target one of the whelps. And I remember seeing people do that and like losing games because of it. Okay.
That belongs in a museum.
So it's probably just Molten Taunt. Could actually run the Arcane Golem into that. But I don't think that's a good move.
Shields up.
Yeah, I really feel like he is just trying to set up a lethal turn here. Like a Grom weapon swing. But even if we just whittle that Gorehound down by one more attack, he can't do it from 17. There's the brawl. Interesting. So sick. So he's got an execute. No more shield slams. But not even a guarantee he's got it in hand here. I think we just win. Yeah, I mean that was probably kind of what he had to do. What does that put us to? 276, not bad at all. Oh my God, my cat's going crazy. Yeah, that's going to be it for the stream today. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Appreciate everyone stopping by on Twitch, on YouTube, whatever. Like I said, tournament this weekend, limited format. Yeah, thanks, Head Honch Crow. Sag, I know. You have a great rest of your night too, Grizzle Geezer. Yeah, so if you want to check out the tournament, either to watch or to play, everyone is welcome. All skill levels. Check out the video, all that kind of stuff. There's only been a few applicants so far, so we might even only end up with like a 4-person tournament if it comes to that. But hoping to get at least 8. Yeah, other than that, I'm going to be trying to record a lot more videos, some deck guides, and just some other kind of Hearthstone stuff to keep it fresh. Some stuff I think could be kind of fun, kind of interesting, whatever. But we'll see. Don't know exactly when that stuff will be dropping, but yeah, I think I'll be trying to get that stuff out in the next week or two, something like that. Yeah, it is too bad, iGamerMan, but if this one goes well, we'll be trying to have more tournaments. So yeah, if you can't make this one, we'll hopefully get you in for some other ones. But yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.